Good day, friends. I hope you're doing really well. And I am so thankful and grateful to you all for the feedback that we've gotten this week about this self-condemnation, I guess, little series. And I didn't expect it to turn into that, but that's what it's become. And I guess that all of us, including myself, maybe needed to hear that self-hatred never gets us anywhere. And it's really time to start looking more deeply at this knee-jerk reaction to, like, when we feel happy, mad, sad, or even afraid, that we go into like self-criticism. And so for those who don't know me, my name is Tracy Brown. I am a trauma-informed nutrition therapist and intuitive eating expert. And these videos are really for encouragement, education, but really for people to dig deep. I'm kind of a let's go deep or go home kind of person. So you probably won't see a lot of memes of like diets suck, even though they do. But it's really important that we go deeper and beyond it so that we get to some restoration. So let's get started. So I did talk about in Monday's video about just, I've never seen anybody hate themselves better or differently. And I want to talk about the body today, because what I see in the majority of people who come to see me and my team personally is that we basically have overcoupled in our lives at some point that the way we have been treated, whether it's about our bodies or just about something about ourselves, and it is not necessarily even to do about us per se, but when we're young, one of the only ways we know how to cope is to personalize and internalize how we're being treated. And of course that happens in diet culture, that, oh, it's the body, my body's the problem, is why people are treating me this way. Versus we don't understand the prejudices and the systems that encourage each other to not treat each other well, basically. And so we look at it very much on the surface. It's like, oh, my body's the problem. My body's why I'm being treated badly. And so we start to internalize this is how we treat ourselves. And that's where that like self-hatred with the body comes from. It's like, oh, I look in the mirror and yuck, I can't stand my reflection. It's so gross. We do this self-condemnation and this body hatred, when really, when we have these flinches, we want to create, again, this compassionate witness, which I talk about a lot. Like, oh, I'm doing that body bashing thing right now. Ooh, I'm doing that, oh, I feel fat thing right now. And, Tracy always says, like, when we're doing that, we want to immediately, like, what is happening? What thought or feelings are rising? Or what is this and can I be with this? Because it's like, changing your body isn't going to change necessarily other people's beliefs inside. They might be less body prejudice towards you. Let's say if you changed your body, but that still doesn't change them and that relationship with them, to be honest. And so it's really important that we start to look at what is the real medicine here for us. And it's going to be that I can't use my body anymore as the red herring to create boundaries and to try to fix these hurt feelings of like rejection and abandonment and othering. Because as human beings, of course, we want to belong, and we get these erroneous, but it seems obvious on the surface beliefs that if I just change the body, everything will be okay. I won't have these feelings, these issues. And the truth is, these issues are just here. And I don't know how long or how many generations it's going to take for us to stop being as surface oriented and really look at, obviously, the condition of our heart and really, really knowing inside who or whom we want to belong to, right? Whom do we want to belong to? Because that will help us so much. Obviously, heal these feelings of rejection and abandonment and stop blaming the body. It's just easier to blame the body than it is to learn how to speak, have boundaries, take up space, and in general speak truth. I mean, that's kind of all there is, and that's the work there is with really body image work. And there's a level of knowing that we hate it with every fiber in our being. Fat prejudice, we hate it. And a lot of people that we really care about have it. They don't know they do, or maybe they do know they do, and they're still in the weeds of it. And we have to make some hard decisions instead of like hiding and shrinking and getting into these threat responses. And one of the threat responses would be like, something's wrong with my body. How am I going to eat? What am I going to do? When we can capture those thoughts and look at it from like, what is happening? That, wow, I wasn't bashing my body or thinking that everything would be perfect if I just changed this. I'm not saying it wouldn't be easier, but these other problems just still wouldn't go away. It's, what is this? Can I be with this? Can I separate myself? Like, here's my core self. Can I look at these parts that like think that, counting and avoiding and all the things is going to change this. Once we start to do that, then we can start practicing with people that are safe how to have these hard conversations, even with ourselves. So again, I'm really blown away and honored that you all are feeling like this information is strengthening you, is it encouraging you, that you're taking action on it. And I just really appreciate y'all for watching both live and on the replays. I pray that it was encouraging, and that if you feel like somebody needs to hear it, needs to see it, please send the video on their way. So thank you so much for watching. And if you have any ideas for things that you need more nuance about, that you want to go deeper with, whether it's nervous system health, food, pragmatism of eating, movement health, trauma education, whatever you need, please let me know. If it's in my scope and I feel like that I'm versed enough to speak on it, I will be happy to help. So please put those comments below, or you can message me about like, hey, I want to hear more about XYZ topic again. I do have a YouTube channel that is hundreds of videos long of probably all these topics as well, but it's good to get repetition and to be strengthened. So anyway, if anybody's looking for something specific, please let me know as well. I'll be happy to do a series on it. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a really great rest of your day wherever you are in the world, and take really good care of yourselves.